Yo, what is up everybody? This is K-Rail reporting live from my basement apartment in Park City, Utah. And we are right in the midst of the coronavirus, but it's not going to stop me from doing Facebook Lives, and it's not going to stop me from doing a movement break. And it's the middle of the afternoon, and although I'm suffering from massive delayed onset muscle soreness, we still have to do a movement break. Today, I'm going to step back there, and we're going to do a single leg alternating toe touch. Are you ready for this one? This is going to challenge your balance and your brain at the same time because we're doing a crossbody pattern. And you know how much I love crossbody patterns because they're a perfect reset in the afternoon when your brain is starting to deteriorate. The way you can snap it back in is by doing a crossbody pattern. We're going to do one together right now. Now, mind you, I've got massive muscle soreness. I did a run on Sunday. Count it up. Today is Tuesday. 48 hours is usually when you get struck in hardest by delayed onset muscle soreness. And believe you me, I've got some. And ironically, my traps are really sore. And I was running. Go figure. And my hamstrings and my quads hurt too. But it's okay because I was running up a very steep hill down at the Olympic Park. It's all good. We're going to do this together. Ready? Here we go. Let me make sure my camera's in proper area. Okay. Let me adjust it a little. Now, yes, I'm wearing ripped pants. My mom used to say to me, I'd walk out into the kitchen when I was growing up with pants on like these fashionable pants, and she'd go, "You're not going out looking like that, are you?" And I'd smile and I'd go, "Looking like what?" And she's like, "You look like a hobo." And I'd say, "A hobo?" I was like, "I don't care what I look like. I'm going out like this." Anyway, I'm dressed in ripped pants. So what? Forgive me. It's Corona season. Let's get over it. Okay, we're going to stand on one foot. Right here. This is my right leg. It's going to look different to you. It's going to look in reverse. Right leg is up like this. I'm going to put my arms out to my sides. Now, what I'm going to do is try to balance on this leg as I kick this leg behind me and touch this toe. Then I'm going to come up and touch this toe. And I'm going to try to maintain my balance on this foot without touching the other foot on the floor. So, back and forth we go. Balancing. Isn't this fun? Now we got to go to the other side because we need symmetry. The body needs symmetry. So, the leg goes up. Touch your toe. Touch your other toe. Touch your other toe. And try to maintain your balance the whole time and don't look like a schlub like I just did. Okay? Are we good? Good. You know what we just did? We just made history because we just reset our brain with a crossbody pattern. Okay, let's take a big deep breath. Ready? On the count of three, we're going to take a big inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. Now, doesn't that feel good? Feels great. Okay, let's talk about the vegan diet. First, I'm going to drink some perk kombucha, which I made, by the way. Yes, I'm drinking it out of a mason jar. I'm getting resourceful. I don't know about y'all out there, but there's something very fun about drinking out of a mason jar. Regardless if it is soup or if it's perk kombucha or any kombucha or bone broth or whatever the heck you guys like, I suggest you try throwing it into a mason jar and drinking it from there. It's just very fun. And I find fun out of like the smaller things in life, like drinking out of a mason jar or sitting across a table and looking someone in the eye and putting your phones down and actually having a conversation with someone where they're not distracted by their phone. Hello. You know what's going to happen when the coronavirus is over? You're going to be so thrilled to see people and sit down across the room from them and cook dinner with them and be with them. That's going to be for doggone sure. You're going to relish every time you go to a restaurant or a bar or a grocery store or anything else. The lesson will finally be learned. I said this was coming. It did. It's happening right now. So accept it, deal with it, learn from it, and become stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. Now, let's talk about the vegan diet. Guess what I thought of the other day? What if like everything just went black and all your friends started texting you and said, "Dude, go turn on CNN right now. President Trump is speaking about a cure for the coronavirus." What would you do if you all found out President Trump comes on and says, "We just realized that there is a cure for the coronavirus, and all you have to do is follow a vegan plant-based diet for 48 hours, and whoever is infected will be completely cured, and that will cause your body to become 100% immune to the coronavirus, and as long as you stay plant-based vegan, you'll never, ever, 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 ever get the coronavirus, ever." Now, my question is, what percentage of the population would go plant-based vegan in exchange for knowing they would never get the coronavirus? And if you're watching out there, put it in there. Would you go plant-based vegan if you knew for a 100% fact it would prevent you from getting the coronavirus forever and it would cause an immunity in your system that you'll never even have to worry about it? I'm already plant-based vegan, so I would obviously be okay with it. I think, my guess, is 2% of the population, 2%. That's like 1 out of every 10,000 people, maybe even more, greater, would go plant-based vegan. That's how attached people are to meat. And I'm not slamming anybody, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm curious to know what y'all think. I think a very small percentage of people go plant-based vegan if they knew that it was some kind of cure for the coronavirus. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to agitate anything or cause problems here, so bear with me. I need another sip of kombucha. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Alicia, how's it going? Okay. Now, I found something else interesting, too. Here's what I've been noticing with this whole thing that's going on right now. This is a crazy world we live in right now. Let's just call spade a spade. We all know that. We know what the bad is. I did a live the other day. Yes, we know what the problems are. Let's try to make light of it. Let's do the best we can to pitch in, to create positive chi and positive emotion and throw it out in there to the universe, because we're all in need of it right now. We need to grasp onto it and clutch it into our trenches. We need to embrace it. Now, here's what I'm noticing. There are a lot of relationships with people that are falling by the wayside right now that were bad. And it's a cleansing process. It's a toxic rebirth, basically. You're getting rid of the toxic things. A lot of relationships right now are going to disappear that you may have had with people. Some of which you thought were good. A lot of cases, there are people you know who come off as these really nice, warm, welcoming people, and they're super, super cool and super nice. Then all of a sudden you find out otherwise, and they railroaded you, and they're absolutely nothing like what they actually were or acted like to your face. They were completely opposite. Now, on the other side of the coin, sometimes you meet people in your life that come off as a little bit abrasive, a little bit too high-ya for some people, a little bit too momentum-based maybe, or too, maybe even have too much energy. And they don't offend you, but you have like a red flag about them. And then all of a sudden you get to know them a little bit more, and you get to know them a little bit more, and the next thing you know, you become like great friends with them, and you find out that they're not as abrasive, and they're not as militant, and they're not as crazy as you thought they were in the beginning, and you become like best of friends. And I will admit that happens to me sometimes. I'm that person that some people are sometimes intimidated by and blah, blah, blah. But I promise you, when you open up to me and welcome me into your life, I'm not that evil person. I wear my life on my sleeve, well, when I'm wearing sleeves, and everything I do has to be 100% legitimate, and I put it out there. I don't pull punches, I don't hide anything. So what I'm getting at here is, sometimes you're going to meet people that appear to be like absolute saints and queens and kings to you, and amazing people. And then you're going to find out that they turned out to be rotten people, and they betrayed you, and they screwed you over and did all these bad things. Fine, call a spade, get on with it, and move forward with your life. But on the other side of the coin, you're also going to encounter people who come off as a little abrasive, a little bit too high energy, a little bit too beyond your comfort zone. But you give them a little bit of a chance and a little bit of a chance, and once you get to know them, they end up being great people, and you see their true colors, and you see that they're wonderful, amazing human beings. So what I'm telling you is, you got to be able to kind of ride the wave a little bit and always give the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. And just tread water lightly and always play the tape to the end. Always read the book all the way to the end. And don't judge a book by its cover. Although that is very cliche at this point in everybody's life, it is the absolute truth. So be aware of that. And here's another interesting thing. Through this whole situation that's been going on, it's been going on for like 3 weeks now, hardcore, pay attention to like the relationships you've had with people. You're going to know who really is on your side and who's with you and who's not. And some, like I said, other relationships or old ones are going to just disappear, regardless if it's friend, foe, family members, etc. They're going to kind of just disappear. And then, magically, new people probably already re-entered your life. And if they haven't, they will soon. And they're going to be with you to the very end, probably. It's kind of like the game Survivor, which I'm going to try out for Survivor again, because I haven't tried out in a long time. These people get on there and they're stuck on an island for 39 days, and they rely on each other. They have to form bonds. They have to form loyalty. Some people are going to slit their throats. Some people are going to seem nice in the beginning, and they're going to be ugly as sin on the inside by the end. And on the other side of the coin, they start off like scoundrelous and mean and like angsty and angry and high energy, and they end up being really good friends with people. So it's almost like they're quarantined for 39 days on an island, and we're quarantined in society right now, which will probably be more than 39 days. So just be open to what's about to happen. Some relationships are going to dissolve and disappear, and brand new ones are going to reopen. Just be open to all of it. That's what I'm telling you right now. Flow like water. Surrender. Do the Bruce Lee thing. Flow like water. When water is poured into a glass, it becomes the glass. When it's poured onto the ground, it becomes a puddle. Just know that and think about it all the time. And be open to possibility and invention and creation right now, because now is the time to do it. Now's the time to dig deep and make all that stuff happen. So be aware of all that and wear it like a badge and just surrender to it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I keep looking down because I have a couple notes written down. Let me get another swig of kombucha. Do y'all know what SCOBY stands for? Whoever makes it this far into the taping. Somebody write down what SCOBY stands for. Hey, Ren, how's it going? Bruce Lee Water. Yes, you got it. You know for sure. Okay. Where am I at here? My notes are all sloppy. I write really sloppily. Someone once laughed at it, and I don't really care because I heard that all the geniuses in the world write really sloppy. And if I write sloppy and I'm considered a genius, that sounds like a pretty good day to me, regardless of any kind of viruses that are floating around. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Where was I? Oh, okay. So check this out. In order to do what I just said and apply that fully, you've got to be able to surrender. You've got to be able to be vulnerable. You have to make yourself vulnerable. I promise you, you are probably already got screwed over once or twice in your life on some level, whether it be business, whether it was a family member, whether it was a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, someone you went to school with, I don't care. You probably did, probably a million times. You may have already, you may be doing it right now, and I promise you it's going to happen again. But every time it happens, look at it as a strengthening aspect of your life, as a season coming to an end, a new season beginning. It all revolves around surrender. You've got to be able to make yourself vulnerable. And if you get punched and knocked out, get back up and keep moving forward. It's that simple. You've got to surrender again. You've got to make yourself vulnerable again. The only way you make progress in this life with anything, regardless if it is relationship-based, if it's health-based, if it's fitness-based, if it is business-based, you have to surrender. You've got to make yourself vulnerable. You have to just keep on throwing Hail Marys out there. I call them Rail Marys, wink, because of my last name. But you know where I'm going with this. So if you get knocked down, get right back up. Don't even think twice about it. Just move. Just move forward. If you're skiing and you fall, get right back up and ski down the bottom of the hill. You don't fall when you ski and complain that you fell. You might complain for 2 seconds. And if your body's in good shape, you get back up and then you'll spiral yourself right back down the hill. That's how winning is done. We keep coming back to Rocky Balboa. I know we come back to fictitious characters, but the lessons are all the same and they work really well. It doesn't matter how hard you get hit. It's what matters is how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up and keep moving forward. That is really all that matters in life. It's resiliency, if you think about it. Do you think you build muscle from getting up and just sitting around all day? No. You got to get up early and you got to go to the gym and you got to work out and you have to sweat and you have to feel muscle pain. Like I'm feeling massive muscle pain right now. And I don't care one iota about it. I enjoy it. It feels good because I know I'm doing something good for my body and my health. And everything that I put out into the circulation of this world has to be positive and it has to be good and it has to be for the greater of good too. Erete. That's what it means in Greek. So, with that being, the Greek ideal actually is what it means. All that being said, I have to get going because I have a abs class coming up at 4 o'clock at Endless Mountains Hot Yoga all the way back in Northeast PA. Don't you love technology? I'm doing it live right from their page. If you want to get in on that, by the way, hit me up behind the scenes. I'll see if I can somehow finagle something. And in the meantime, make sure that you're still staying fit, you're still staying well, you're still staying positive. This will come to an end. Those who accept this for what it is and can breathe through it are the ones who are going to rise to the top. And I hope and I trust that every one of you watching this right now are those people. Because just know that everything happens for a purpose, everything happens for a reason, everything has a learning lesson involved with it, and there are no wrong answers in life. We've been given an obstacle to work with. An obstacle, yes, I do know my grammar, to work with. Are you making the best of it or the worst of it? Because you've got opportunity right in front of you. Go out there and find it. Go out there and grasp it. Accept it. Embrace it. Don't buy into the fear. Don't buy into the hype. Be real. Yes, there's bad things happening, but we already know that. There's no sense in harping on it. What can you do to be part of the solution? What can you do to help the situation, not make it worse and not contribute to it? Boom, I'm done. All right, I got to go. This is K-Rail reporting live from Park City, Utah. Make sure to still try to get 8 hugs for 8 seconds a day. For people that live in your house would be good. You know, the social distancing thing. I'm shaking my head on that one. Make sure to always live in the present moment. Make sure to do at least one good deed a day without any expectation of anything in return. and try to pick up at least one piece of trash a day. Now that the snow is all melting away, most of you people on the East Coast and like out in Cali, you ain't got no snow to even worry about. We still got some here. Try to get at least one piece of trash in a receptacle every single day, and then just wash your hands or wear gloves. It's all fine. It's all good. Till next time, this is K-Ro reporting live. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and keep the positive flow going.